Hello friends and family, and good morning from beautiful Sevierville, Tennessee. For today's Tennessee roadside adventure, it brings us to exit 407 in Sevierville. We're going to head on over to the massive buc-ee's store. It is officially the holiday season, so they have lots of really incredible Christmas offerings. We're going to check out all of the cool Buc-ee the Beaver themed items. I want to do a full store tour because this is very close to Dollywood Theme Park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So hopefully we can find some Dolly Parton merchandise, Sasquatch. You literally never know what you're gonna find at Buc-ee's. We'll grab a bite to eat for breakfast, do a full food review, and just have an awesome day here in Sevierville. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. The perfect way to start today's video, though, is also here at the Welcome to Sevierville, Tennessee Buc-ee's mural that they have painted. This is really neat. Look at all the vehicles that they have, though, with different license plates from Florida. Here's one for Tennessee. It says Smoky Mountains, but they have some pickup trucks, like a Volkswagen Beetle. Just really nice attention to detail on the outside of Buc-ee's. But Buc-ee's literally goes way down in that direction. There is a massive car wash. The last time we were here at Buc-ee's, though, we actually ate for lunchtime. We tried some pulled pork sandwiches, some of the assorted dessert items. It was really good. I'll actually link that video in the description box of this one. But seriously though, guys, it is something special here in Sevierville, Tennessee, Pigeon Forge area. Like I was saying, it's morning time, so we are here for breakfast, but you could see almost like the smoke rolling off the clouds. And it's not too busy at all for breakfast just yet here at Buc-ee's. One fun fact about this specific location, though, this one used to be literally the world's largest Buc-ee's. Now I do believe that is located in Texas, but really neat. Let's actually show you guys the gas pump, see what they got doing outside, and then we'll head on inside Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's, this definitely isn't like your average convenience store, or even grocery store for that matter. You can come here, get some gas. Check out the sheer size of these gas pumps. This is crazy. The car wash is off in the distance, and then you can come over and get your picture taken with the actual Buc-ee the Beaver statue. Look at him with the little toothers sticking out. He has his graphic with Buc-ee the Beaver on his t-shirt. The bottom actually says Sevierville, Tennessee, with all of the latitude and longitude coordinates. I love this though, really cool. That being said though, let's actually head inside Buc-ee's. Looks like they have some firewood bundles on sale on the outside. It looks like they are putting out some of the different Christmas offerings out here. How cool is this for $99? They have a huge inflatable Buc-ee the Beaver snow globe for your front yard with a Buc-ee themed Christmas tree. These are really cool. They do actually have those with the original boxes. How cool is that? 5 feet tall, and it lights up. Literally as soon as you come inside Buc-ee's, though, is some of the brand new merchandise. Here's a kid's graphic t-shirt with Buc-ee the Beaver with the Santa hat. You got some jingle bells for $15. The backside actually says jingle all the way to Buc-ee's with Buc-ee the Beaver inside of Santa's sleigh with some snowflakes. It even says 2025, which is really neat. But the cool thing, you could even get the matching adult size graphic t-shirt. It has that same graphic on the backside with Buc-ee the Beaver. And then right over here, it looks like they do have a brand new cup since my last visit. This actually looks kind of like a corksicle cup, or one of those Stanley cups. You got a little ribbon, Buc-ee there with the candy canes and the Santa hat. I actually like this a lot. That is really cool. Literally so many cool Christmas items as soon as you come inside, though. Here's a little plushie of Buc-ee the Beaver for $15. He's got the little graphic on his t-shirt, the beard for Santa Claus. They do have a full bin of these here. And then over here is a bunch of different socks, actually, for the holiday season. You got your kids, and then your adult size. The kids are only $6 a piece. The adult size are $8. Let's take a moment though, spin this puppy around and see what else we have doing. So it looks like they have a whole bunch of different hair accessories, like these really fun little plastic hair clips with the little snowflakes and Buc-ee for only $8. They do have some hair scrunchies. The merchandise here is always such a good price though. These are only $6 a piece. They have some little like ties for your hair. Let's see what else we have doing on the opposite side of this part though. You have some winterberry shower steamers. Oh, that's actually really cool. Look at that. The packaging is also really neat as well. They have some little rubber duckies with the Santa hat, of course with the Buc-ees theming on the front side. Some really unique take-homes though. These are $5 a piece. And it does look like they do even have some Merry and Bright sugar plum and berry bath bombs for only $5. Here's literally a whole Christmas tree about 9 feet tall, decorated with Buc-ee the Beaver themed items, like some gift cards. But you can actually get like a statue with Buc-ee with his little tootser sticking out there, his hands and his head, so you can scatter him throughout your Christmas tree. We'll definitely check out some of the ornaments in a little bit. But I did want to show you, you can get the 6-piece Buc-ee the Beaver set, the tree topper with bendable picks. Even more tumblers you can get though, a 4-in-1 drink cooler. Let's see what we got doing in terms of price. I do believe these are $11 a piece, part of the Yukon Outfitters collection, but they do have these in a bunch of different sizes. Your 30 ounce is only $14. They have a smaller 20 ounce for $11, and they kind of keep getting bigger and bigger from there. So many of these little stations just like this one. You can get some glazed nuts from pecans, cashews, and almonds. These are $4.50 for the little bundle. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision though. It smells so incredible here. You can actually smell them like cooking inside of like that rotating machine. Let's see what else they have doing up here though. Looks like they have some like massive cinnamon rolls with some pecans on top. Definitely the perfect way to start out your morning. They have some small loaves of bread here at Buc-ee's. These are banana pecan nut bread for $8. Brandy actually got one of these our last visit. These were super duper delicious. Of course, you can never go wrong with some good like Rice Krispie treats. Let's actually head over this way though. Check out some more of the Christmas merchandise here at Buc-ee's. Okay though, seriously, holy moly, there is so many things since our last visit. These brand new serving trays, Merry Christmas with some reindeer. You have, look at this, like a little snowman inside of Santa's sleigh. They do have like a much larger size that says Season's Greetings with Santa Claus with some Christmas presents. He has his bag of toys, and it looks like just a ton of different items here, like these massive coffee mugs. These are actually 26 ounces. Look at that with that huge 3D effect with Santa Claus. You got some nice things though to put on like your mantle. This is like a little Santa Claus boot. You could probably use this and put some flowers on the inside. That's really neat though. These are $11 a piece. Let's see what else we have over in this section. So here's almost like some stained glass Christmas ornaments. Oh, these are like a nice like retro design with Santa. $11 a piece. They do have a couple different offerings. Looks like they have a Christmas tree, a reindeer with a wreath, and then an actual wreath for $11. Then here is a huge like Santa Claus plushie. You could probably like prop him up on your couch. Look at him there. He's holding like a little light up Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer pillow. Definitely wasn't expecting to find any Grinch merchandise here today at Buc-ee's though. This has a lot going on. Grinch U, established 1957. It says Whoville with the Grinch. These adult size hoodies are only $30 a piece. Here's some different baseball caps. Naughty Nice, I tried with a little check mark there. These are like your adult size trucker hats for $15. They do even have like some winter beanies. Dear Santa, let's negotiate. So that's embroidered there on the front side. These are $10. Even more Grinch adult size graphic t-shirts. Look at him there, he's like popping up the top with the Santa hat. That one says Naughty or Nice, which is really cool. But it does look like they do even have some assorted Peanuts merchandise here at Buc-ee's. How cool is that? I like this. It's like a t-shirt, almost like a Christmas sweater for $18 with a Snoopy dressed up as Santa Claus. That one is really cool. They even have some holiday headbands at Buc-ee's. And again, these actually light up for $15 a piece. Got like almost like a little Christmas tree on the top. And then right up ahead is a holiday headband with a bunch of poinsettias that lights up. A few other adult-sized t-shirts on the back section. Why is the, let's see here, carpet all wet? That's so funny, actually. National Lampoons. Look at that with the little snowflakes and the Christmas presents. This one here, it says, I don't know, Margot. National Lampoons, again with the little snowflakes. These are $18 a piece, and they even have a National Lampoons pullover hoodie. This one has that plaid print to it with like the Clark Griswold design there for $40. And of course, always one of the best photo ops, whether it's for Christmas or any time of the year, is that old school truck that they have with the Bucky the Beaver logo. I love this. Just a really cool like attention to detail on the inside. If you look closely, they have some plushies with Bucky. This is literally filled with probably one of the biggest plushies I've seen in like the bed of the truck. A bunch of like smaller size Bucky the Beavers, and they do have yet another Christmas tree over here to get your picture taken with some of the ornaments. And it looks like they even have some little keychains here with Bucky the Beaver. This one comes with a little clippy for only $5. I can't get over the size of this plushie though. This is really neat. Looks like they even have some brand new Christmas throw blankets here at Buc-ee's. This Jingle All the Way to Buc-ee's 2025. Just like those adult size graphic t-shirts. These are 50 by 70 inches for only $20 a piece. So I should say $15 a piece. So that is a very, very good deal. They do have your Bucky the Beaver adult size onesies here. These are the full zip though. You can literally have a whole onesie with the little badge there with Bucky, all decked out as like Santa Claus. The attention to detail though, like you got the belt there on the hood. It's actually all embroidered with Bucky's little toothers. You can see like the ears and the little tail on the back. These are really cool. Let's pop on over to this back section though, because it looks like they do have some brand new Dolly Parton merchandise, like this adult size graphic t-shirt with Dolly dressed up as like Santa Claus with a candy cane. Have a holly Dolly Christmas with some holly berries. That one is $18. They do even have like the matching pajama pants to go with it. Actually says like Holly Dolly with some candy canes and butterflies. These actually have the elastic band, but $20 a piece for them. So many really nice like sleepwear offerings. These are so soft. This is a long sleeve button down. This actually matched good with that t-shirt though. These are $25 a piece. They do have the matching pants for $20, again with the elastic band, and a whole set here with some poinsettias. And of course you can never go wrong with some good Christmas fun socks. These are adult size for $8 a piece. On Santa's watch list, you have some snowmen with some hot chocolate. It does say Christmas cheers at the bottom. You have naughty or nice. Look at the dad bod Santa Claus. It says working on my dad bod. This is really cool though. Some nice little take homes for only $8 a piece. They have some versions. Let's see, Sweet But Twisted with the candy canes. Let's actually check out some more of the Christmas clothing offerings though. Here's a really nice green adult size long sleeve shirt covered in like the sequins and rhinestones, merry and bright with the Christmas tree. This one is $25. Looks like they do have another Dolly Parton adult size graphic t-shirt with Dolly with the Christmas tree. Coming home for Christmas. You do have Dolly's facsimile signature, but these are $18 a piece. And then over here is some more adult size pullover hoodies, perfect for the weather we get here in Sevierville. Merry Christmas with the plaid prints with all the snowflakes for $35. Then right underneath there is another cool version. If you look closely, you got some Christmas lights on the sleeve, and then it says Team Jolly for $35. I'm seriously loving all the Dolly Parton merchandise here at Buc-ee's though. Here's another adult size pullover hoodie with a big graphic on the front. Of course it says working 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton's name. Actually comes with the Dolly tag and her facsimile signature on the inside. These are $40 a piece, but like a very nice heavy material, and you can get some cowboy hats at Buc-ee's. Let's actually check out this little gift station that they have. So here's like a hardcover book for the kiddos. Bucky goes to school with, look at that though, this is actually really neat. These are only $15 a piece. Underneath there is a whole bunch of assorted different things though. They have a Buc-ee's drawstring tote bag. These are perfect though if you are getting like a bunch of things here at Buc-ee's. They do have some like reusable tote bags, again with the jingle bells, jingle all the way to Buc-ee's 2025. And here's some fresh cut garland seasonal candles. Oh, that sounds delicious. This probably smells incredible. These are only $12 a piece. This is what I mean though, every time you come to Buc-ee's, you literally never know what you're gonna find. Like now that we're getting closer and closer to Christmas time, like I am blown away with all the new merchandise. There is so many more things I want to show you though. Here's even more adorable plushies that they have from actual like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Look at this, they have two different Rudolphs though, one with like a solid red nose and then one that lights up. The light up one is $25. The one actually with the red nose is actually $30, so a little bit cheaper, but they do have some little gingerbread guys. These are the little warmies though. You kind of like throw him in the microwave, warm him up and cuddle with him at nighttime. That one is really cool. They do have Clarice from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and some of the Peanuts characters. So many fun little plushies you can get. They have a little selection here with Ty Beanie Babies. Look at this little snowman with the winter hat though. He's got the sparkly little beady eyes. He is really adorable. And they do even have a little reindeer. Look at the red and green accents. This is really nice for the holiday season. Definitely wasn't expecting to find any Star Wars Christmas merchandise at Buc-ee's though. Here's a very nice soft material Christmas sweater with Darth Vader. It says Merry Force be with you. I like this a lot actually. You got some TIE fighters on the sleeves, but these are $30 a piece. Here's an adult size pullover hoodie. Have a Willie Nice Christmas with Willie Nelson with all the holly berries. That's a really cool design though. These are $40 a piece. They do have like a Marvel Deadpool version. This one is a pullover hoodie, but again, kind of like that Christmas sweater material with Deadpool with the Santa hat on. You got some snowflakes at the bottom there. These are $30 a piece. And then underneath there is a really cool quarter zip pullover, North Pole Santa Elves University. This is actually embroidered on the front side for $35. And how's about this? They even have some really fancy Christmas button downs. These are actually like Roosevelt collection from National Lampoons with Clark Griswold. You can see like the Christmas tree, the house with the Christmas lights, $70 for that one. From your WWE collection, you have the Brahma Bull, the Rock with the little Christmas stockings. Look at the little gingerbread rocks though. This is so fun. Jingle Bell Rock with the ornaments. That one is $70. They do have another Roosevelt's down here on the bottom section, so even more Star Wars merch. You have Darth Vader and Santa's sleigh. Look at this though, the actual like AT-ATs are going to the Death Star, so they're kind of like the reindeer for $70, but these are nice and really airy. Here's some of that crazy Sasquatch merchandise like I was saying. They have some massive bedroom slippers for $19 a piece. These are covered in fur though. Look at the big like little toes there. I like these a lot though. Really nice for winter time. They do even have some lazy ones, adult size bottoms here for sleep time with the elastic band. You got like the hide and seek champion there. Okay, shushing you hiding behind the trees. He's picking some flowers. These are, let's see here if we can find a price tag. These are only $22 a piece. And here's a very fuzzy pair of adult size PJs. Look at them with all the moose and Christmas trees. Let's actually come over here to the back section of Buc-ee's because they have so many cool different things for the holiday season. Here is a LED snow globe truck. This actually plays Christmas music, kind of like the photo op that I showed you with Bucky the Beaver, but you got like the Christmas tree in the back, the cardinal and the presents. So this is LED, so it lights up and plays music. Underneath there is a massive Bucky the Beaver nutcracker. Let's see what we got in terms of price here. These are $40 a piece. A really cool design though, like Bucky has like the Bucky the Beaver lollipop. And then right over here is a whole bunch of those Christmas ornaments like I was saying. These are always such a great price. Let's see what we got. We got Bucky the Beaver. He has his little bag of beaver nuggets. These are $9.50. They have like Santa Claus, Bucky the Beaver inside a Santa sleigh. Of course, lots of camping going on here in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge area. So you do have Bucky the Beaver inside of like a little camper with all of the really cool little Christmas wreaths. They do have a version with Bucky. He's, look at them, he's like actually making a little snowman, which is cool. But it looks like they do have some different designs down here on the bottom. More of like a sunflower. This is made out of wood though, like how cool is that? This little station has so many different things going on. You can get some foil Buc-ee's playing cards. You can see like Bucky there as like the Joker. These are $10 a piece for the foil cards. They almost got like a Bucky the Beaver rotating pressed penny. How cool is that though? You got the little signage there on the back, and then Bucky's on the front side. That keychain is only $5, so a good deal there. They have some assorted buttons. You got like a 3-pack with the peace sign, the heart, and then Bucky. 3 buttons for only $2 for the entire set. They have some patches. These are iron-on with Bucky the Beaver. I wasn't expecting to find any pins today. Let's see the old price-a-rooney. These are $4 a piece, but they have a good selection of different ones. And of course, lots of cool, fun things for the kiddos. So here is a Bucky the Beaver plushie. You can actually color him in. It comes with 4 different color markers. These are $13 a piece. You could even color Bucky's tail. Next to that is the whole little bag here with some of the little rubber duckies. These are $5 a piece, so they do have both the Christmas offering right now and then the red rubber ducky with the Bucky the Beaver shirt. And then over here is almost like a Bucky stress cup. They have these in a bunch of different colors though. They're like the little squishable material for $8. And they do have these really fun, I should say fun straws, so a little bit of a tongue twister. You have Bucky's mouth where you would put yours, and it comes with a straw, but these are $4 a piece. Here's some more of the assorted holiday offerings though. They have some little beanie bouncers for $6. They have a Santa Claus version, but these are very soft and plush. These are literally like bouncy balls on the inside. They have a bunch of different characters though, like some penguins. Let's see what else we have. Even some little gingerbread men. Even more nice pajamas for the holiday season. These are youth, but definitely like adults could fit into these. Like if you're a size small, you got Bucky the Beaver as like Santa Claus. You have the little peppermint swirls and snowflakes for $25. I do have to show you the backside because this is really neat. Look at the little patch with Bucky the Beaver embroidered on the back. And it looks like they do have yet another. Let's see here if this one is a Christmas sweater. Okay, so this is a Christmas sweater. These are adult size though for $20 a piece. I always like to check out the different refrigerator magnets because we collect these when we do travel to different places. So this is specific to the Sevierville Buc-ee's location here in Tennessee. That magnet is only $5. They do have almost some really nice like coin like rounded versions. These have like the gold tone. Reminds me of like an old like vinyl record. These are only $3 though with Bucky the Beaver, and they do have a really fun like tie-dye version. I definitely wasn't expecting to find some really nice heavy adult size packable puffer jackets. These are such nice quality. The full zip, you get the rubberized patch embroidered on the front side with Bucky, and then 2 really nice zipper compartments. These are only $40 a piece, but you have your solid black and then more of like a cream colored one. Really nice for the holidays. I actually just stumbled across a few other Christmas ornaments that I want to show you. So this one actually matches that adult size graphic t-shirt, Jingle All the Way to Buc-ee's. You have your 2025 logo on the opposite side with the ribbon for $6. They do even have a really nice ceramic Christmas ornaments with Bucky the Beaver. I'm shocked with the prices though. These are only $5 a piece. Of course, they sell so many other adult-size graphic t-shirts. Here is Bucky's 1982 Beavers. So this is a very nice graphic t-shirt, very soft and thin with the pinstriping, but these are $18 a piece. They do have another version here with some huge sunflowers. Enjoy the little things on the back. The front side, you have the sunflower with Bucky for $18. And of course, if you do come here to Buc-ee's, you have to check out the world famous beef jerky. Seriously though, like look at the whole size of this back wall. This is literally all just beef jerky. Let's check out some of the different offerings that they have. So they have some Bohemian garlic beef jerky. This is cool though because they do have like the same difference in zero sugar. One of my personal favorites though is always the teriyaki version. These are made from solid strips of beef. Let's see what else we have. Some Korean beef jerky here, so Korean barbecue. They have some cherry maple. So many different ones though, things you wouldn't even think of, like sweet and spicy beef jerky, and they have jalapeno honey. And right across from the beef jerky is another really nice adult sized jacket. This one has the embroidered pinstriping, more of like a half zip with Bucky the Beaver patch on the front side. These will definitely keep you warm in the winter though. These are $35 a piece. Here's even some of the brand new adult size Christmas slippers at Buc-ee's. These actually have like the nice like sturdy rubber bottoms, but you got that plaid print with a Bucky the Beaver patches for $18 a piece. And they do have more of like a Christmas themed one. They have like the little candy canes embroidered, some ribbons, and then Bucky all dressed up as Santa Claus. So two different versions of Christmas slippers. Here's even some of the youth graphic t-shirts. These are a great deal though, only $15 a piece. You have like the guitar with Buc-ee's. The fun thing about this, it says from 1982 to 2025. So as of the current year 2025, it has a list of all of the Buc-ee's around the world. Definitely tons in Texas. Look at that. It's almost 2 columns worth. That's a fun graphic t-shirt. But if you do want to do like matching shirts, they have the same football version here for the kiddos. 1982 Buc-ee's Beavers. And here is a Beaver Believer graphic shirt. Actually has like the peace sign with the flowers. It is seriously unbelievable the amount of merchandise though. Here is a bobblehead of Buc-ee. This is a fun little take home actually. I like that a lot. These are only $20 a piece. They do have some color changing tumblers. Kind of has like that tie-dye design where you got 5 cups. You do get the graphic with Buc-ee there and a bunch of different colored straws. Let's see what we got doing down here on the bottom section. So here's a little plastic kid sipper. Literally like the whole body with Bucky the Beaver though. Let's actually check out some more of the different holiday decor that they do have. So here's like a little wooden block. This would be perfect for like your mantle. This whole section is dedicated to nutcrackers though. That is only $9. They do have a larger size like ceramic nutcracker where it's holding a Christmas wreath. Some assorted coffee mugs and different things though. They actually have even some like Hallmark nutcrackers, snowy morning, scented candles. It's crazy how they even have like Hallmark merchandise. This coffee mug here is only $15 though. That one comes with like a massive lid that's removable. Even more serving trays with the Christmas tree. And again, these are a very heavy ceramic with the nutcrackers and then all of the Christmas ornaments. Then how nice are these smaller size saucers? I actually like these a lot. They have like the silver design on the sides. But these are only $8 a piece. They have like a pink Christmas ornament and then a nice blue color. You could even get some really fun decorated dog treats here at Buc-ee's. They actually come in a fancy little box for only $4 a piece. Perfect little stocking stuffers though. They have a snowman, a naughty dog bone, a nice one, and then a version that actually comes with like 6 smaller size dog bones. But here's even more Christmas ornaments. These are so cool. The little garden gnome dressed up as Santa Claus holding the candy canes. $6 a piece though. Like how do you go wrong? Here is a little pig all decked out with a little Christmas sweater. This is a cool like sparkly design. You have 2 dogs here riding a Volkswagen bus with some Christmas presents on top. This one is $10, but seriously, like only at Buc-ee's. So many different ornaments and different things though. These are like your old school tin design with a cat with a Santa hat. They have a dog with a Santa hat. And here is literally like a whole bunch of farm animals in like the bed of the truck. A really fun ornament for only $8. Here's even more fun Buc-ee's merchandise. You can get a set of 2 scented, let's see here. Oh, little scented car fresheners. These are only $7.50. It says Buc-ee's Tennessee though, so that one's like specific to here. Here's another wooden Christmas ornament. It does say to and from on the back side. And again, Buc-ee's is literally always open. They have some car charms where you can kind of like put these on your mirror. Buc-ee's Tennessee, always open. And then of course Buc-ee the Beaver. These are $8 a piece. Let's actually come over here to the opposite side of the rack though. See what else we can find. So here's a really fun cutting board. It says like barbecue, beaver believer, love peace, and Buc-ee's. You got like the cowboy boot, of course like the Nashville hot. That's a really fun cutting board. They do have another version. This one is literally solid wood though. Let's see what we got in terms of price. These are only $27. Again, the prices here at Buc-ee's are always like incredible. That is a very good deal there. They have some wooden signage. Buc-ee's always open. This actually comes with like some little ropes so you can kind of like hang these up. And it looks like they even have a really large coffee mug. This actually matches that cutting board that I showed you. It says darling, y'all. You got like the American flag and football for $15. I'm blown away with all the different things from this collection though. Here's a really tall like cowboy boot, toothpick holder with Buc-ee. These are actual like a really nice simulated leather for $15. They have a whole bunch of different coasters for your house. These have the cork backing, $3.50. Live, love fudge. Of course, they have some delicious fudge here at Buc-ee's. They have the always open design. Here's a really cool one with like the Buc-ee the Beaver bottle tab. That being said, let's actually head a little bit further inside and check out some of the different food offerings. They have your sweets, so you can get like the nuts, the desserts, and the fudge. Look at it, it's literally like Santa's helpers hard at work. It smells incredible. The fudge counter is actually over here by the glazed nuts. So they do have a bunch of different flavors of fudge and like different candies that you can get. And here's like some little pre-box sets in case you want to try like a whole selection of the different flavors. They are around $15 a piece, but you got some like chocolate, vanilla, some with M&Ms, different versions with peanuts and swirls. In this section, they have the Texas Roundup where you can get some brisket, pulled pork, turkey, sausage, chicken, sandwiches, pudding, some salads and sweets. So a little bit of everything at this counter. Looks like they have some chicken tenders and French fries. Actually a really big box of chicken tenders and fries. They have a bunch of different condiments. And of course we are here for breakfast. Let's check out some of the different breakfast items. They have sausage, egg and cheese tacos, sausage, egg and cheese biscuits, some breakfast bowls, and some warm apple pies. This is probably the coolest thing ever. They are hand making the tortilla shells. They're rotating and being cooked here. And then this conveyor belt actually drops them off and stacks the tortilla shells on top of each other. Look at this. That is so cool. Here at Buc-ee's though, you can get a good assortment of different like jellies, butters, and jams. These are literally only $6 a piece. They have some strawberry preserves. They do come in like a ball mason jar. They have some apple butter. I definitely love the apple butter from over at Dollywood. I haven't tried the one here at Buc-ee's though. Definitely have to try that in the future. They have some jalapeno jelly for only $6, but these are nice little take-homes. Some pineapple jalapeno. Here is some blackberry jams and some red pepper jellies. And of course you have to check out some of the Buc-ee's bagged candies for the kiddos. You get like a large amount of candy for only $4 a piece. These are your gummy blue sharks. They have a whole wall with assorted candies though, from gummy worms for $4. 12 different flavors of gummy bears. Looks like they do have some mini gummy butterflies. Of course, perfect for Dollywood with all of like the butterfly theming. And a whole section of sour items. Some sour gummy bears, neon sour gummy worms, some peach rings, and some chamoy peach rings. Looks like they even have a whole bunch of different like prepared items. They have some candied jalapeno, cream cheese, chipotle, let's see here, pimento cheese, some of your baked potato salads, mustard potato salad. You could even get like some Buc-ee's smoked sausage. So they have pork and beef, 3 cheese, and fajita flavored chicken. That actually sounds good. Look at all the different salads at Buc-ee's. Like, isn't this crazy? This hot prepared counter has so many good things as well. They have some hot pull apart cinnamon rolls. I'll probably be getting one of those today. You can get more of your breakfast items like some brisket tacos, some of your chopped brisket sandwiches. Even have like some brisket and egg tacos. But seriously, look at all the incredible desserts. They have some paddle tails. These are kind of like your classic elephant ears. Jalapeno cheddar sausage biscuits. They have a bunch of kolaches though. Sausage and cheese. Let's see what else we have down here. Look at all these whoopie pies. These look so good. Red velvet whoopie pies. They have a birthday cake whoopie pie, a chocolate version with all the sprinkles, and so many muffins and cookies. And how's about this? You can actually make your own pressed penny here at Buc-ee's. They have one that says like Sevierville, Tennessee at the bottom, road trip. One with the old like Buc-ee's truck, and then howdy. This actually is like that old like lever crank. It's only 2 quarters and then a penny to make a pressed penny. And they do even have some pressed penny journals. That being said, now we have our little shopping cart here at Buc-ee's. Let's actually do some shopping here for some merchandise. Then we'll try some of the food at Buc-ee's. I think we're gonna go ahead and get one of the Buc-ee's LED snow globe trucks. Again, these do play Christmas melodies. These are $45 a piece. Then of course it goes perfect with the Buc-ee's holiday nutcracker. Look at the attention to detail there. Even on the bottom it says Buc-ee's. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna get here to eat. I think we're gonna have to try one of the sausage, egg, and cheese tacos. These look very good when they were making them. I think we're definitely going to need a spoon though. I think we're gonna head over there and get that pull-apart cinnamon roll for dessert for breakfast. So we got a taco and we're gonna go get a cinnamon roll for dessert. If you've ever had these before, like these are super duper delicious. Like they put a lot of the icing kind of like in the center there. Like the whole thing itself, the cinnamon roll, feels like the center of a cinnamon roll. Very hot and ooey gooey. Okay, let's do a little food review here for breakfast at Buc-ee's. I went with the sausage, egg, and cheese taco. They actually come wrapped up in tin foil. These are only $4 a piece. What had me was that tortilla making machine. Those tortillas looked really delicious. Let's open this puppy up and give it a try. So this is what the breakfast taco actually looks like. Looks like some eggs here on the side. So they do fill these up pretty good actually. Like it's a smaller size taco, but definitely filled really nice. All right, let's go ahead and give this puppy a try. That's really good. Like right off the bat, like the sausage really hits you. It is very delicious. The flavor is like very powerful. Delicious sausage. They do fill this pretty good with like a bunch of eggs and cheese. Seriously though, get a load of the view while we're sitting here just enjoying breakfast. Definitely a foggy start to the morning here in Sevierville. The cars just keep coming and coming though. Starting to get a little bit busier here, a little bit later in the morning at Buc-ee's. And then this here is kind of like one of my go-tos at Buc-ee's, the hot cinnamon roll pull apart. These are $3.49. Don't let the size of the container fool you though. Like they put a massive cinnamon roll on the inside. These are ooey gooey, kind of just like a Cinnabon. Very, very delicious though. Like literally the car smells like pure cinnamon right now. Let's go ahead and get a piece though. Again, these are like little pull apart pieces. We'll get some of the icing on there and give this a try. So the perfect way to cap off our breakfast here at Buc-ee's, try some of the hot pull apart cinnamon roll. We're having dessert for breakfast, but who's to judge? That's so good. They're always very hot and fresh. Like that icing that they put on there, it's not like super like sickeningly sweet either. Very good. Here's actually a quick little update on some of the things that we picked up for today's haul. We got that 40-ounce tumbler for the holiday season. Jingle all the way to Buc-ee's 2025. Has a really cool like snowflake design to it. That also comes with the straw. Right over here I got the massive nutcracker. Again, you have Buc-ee the beaver with like the little lollipop. It even says Buc-ee's at the bottom. That comes in a really nice like big size box. And I did even get some graphic t-shirts. This one is really cool though. Jingle all the way to Jingle all the way to Buc-ee's. This actually has the same design on it, just like that tumbler that I showed you. I did want to mention though, if you haven't been to a Buc-ee's before, they are very pet friendly. Throughout the whole like parking lot area, they'll have a bunch of pet waste stations, so you can bring your pets out to do their business. And also another cool thing with Buc-ee's, like they literally don't let tractor trailers in, so you're not going to have all those big rigs coming in here, and just basically cars and like civilian life. I had such a fun time today hanging out here in beautiful Sevierville, Tennessee. It's always a pleasure coming out to the massive Buc-ee's store, checking out all of the new merchandise that they have for the holiday season, from t-shirts to onesies to plushies to tumblers. They literally have everything. That snow globe, as soon as you come inside, was a really cool find as well. And always the food at Buc-ee's is very delicious. Last time, like I said, we came for lunch, tried the pulled pork sandwich. Brandy had a chicken Caesar salad that was really good. This is a prime location though. You could even get some of your Dolly Parton merchandise, because we're just probably about a half hour or so away from Dollywood. That being said, if you'd like to help further support our travels, please consider checking out our Patreon page. I'll let a link to that in the description box. But if you liked today's video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, make today awesome.